I'm Dave. We are Accessrock. We are at Herb James in Stockholm, Sweden, and in like 5 minutes, you guys are up on stage.
Correct.
You sure are.
You are also Deathember.
Yeah, I'm Elias,
Yeah.
drummer,
Staffan, guitar player.
and we're the part of Deathember that talks mostly. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
That speaks.
Yeah. The others doesn't quite communicate with other
No.
humans on
They do with
basic
grunts.
level. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that.
like move that way.
Yeah.
Tell me about the name Deathember, first of all,
Yeah,
because
that's
it's very hard to pronounce.
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Deathember, like death and
Deathember.
ember.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
So
Kind of
that's-
ties together with the artwork on a new album. It's like a burning symbol, so it's kind of thought out. We thought, but people just think we sound like December with a gay lisp.
Yeah, that's
So,
what we get.
but well,
all the time.
at least if people get annoyed by the name, they will remember us, and we think that all PR is good PR. So if they say, "Yeah, your band name sounds gay, but the music is good," so well, at least they will remember us in
So
some
you
way.
kind of figured, okay, low expectations, and then we kick
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I mean, we
I'd
did-
say so. I'd say so. We haven't put like a million hours of thought behind it, but we
No.
went for the name, and
Yeah.
it's like we gotta have a name. But but I mean, it sticks with us, and by now we kind of
The most important thing I think is that the name is unique. You know, there isn't anyone else whose name is any different. I mean, a lot of metal bands nowadays are like Burial of the Burials, or the Shadow of the Burial of the Burial Blood.
Yeah, of the death
We thought like, well,
and the
something that
shadow.
sounds pretty. It sounds like just a play with words, even if it has a meaning. So that's better, because we don't want to sound anything musically or like the name as most modern bands. So.
No, it's very Googleable.
Yeah, if you
Very
Google
good.
Deathember, it's only us.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
That is important.
Yeah.
That is
Of
important.
course.
in
How
this day and
important are social medias to you? Let
Well,
me start.
age. Very, very.
Talk
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, we in this day and age, you have to be active on those social media networks, and we're no exception. We try to cover each and every basic social
Yeah,
network,
we're like,
like Facebook and everything. I mean, Facebook is obviously the main channel for communicating with fans and whatnot. But also we have a Twitter that we really recommend you to follow, because we have some absolutely ridiculous
it's our guitarist
tweets on.
Rickard who is responsible for the Twitter, and he tweet like the weirdest shit you will ever write.
So
And it really
tweets
is.
instead of talk.
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's not
We-
just shameless self-promotion. It's actually it has a meaning.
Yeah. Some kind of it.
You can say.
We also do a lot of blogging. We have our own at our own official website. We have our blog, and Rickard does that one as well. A lot of not only about the band, but metal in general, and the scene nowadays, and how it is to be an underground metal band doing shows for no money, and being broke and such. Yeah, we don't whine, but we analyze a lot. That's
Okay.
kind of what we do.
Because you released your first, your debut album,
Yeah.
Going Postal, in April.
Yes.
Yeah.
How has the response been to that?
Well, I can begin. Yeah. Initially, we got a lot of good responses because we have had a new singer. He's also part of songwriting, everything. He's pretty different to the other singer we had. So the songs as well were formed a lot differently from previous releases. So we got a lot of good responses. Some people were like, "You don't sound like you did before," but we were like, "No, we didn't want to," because we always wanted to sound, it's a cliche, but different. We try to promote ourselves as groove metal, and that's something that not a lot of bands do nowadays. It's like, well, Lamb of God and Pantera, but well, pretty much those two. So we try to do the Swedish groove, like with a twist, mix some stuff, and I mean, we don't sound like all the metalcore bands nowadays, Asking Alexandria and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't understand what we're doing, but the ones who do, they really, really appreciate it because it's something different. And we get really loyal fans because they like us for we're unique, not because we sound like some other band they like as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've always known from the start that trying to make unique music and have a unique image or whatnot it's always going to be harder in the beginning, and you always have to push further and do it very slowly because people don't get it right away. If they would, it wouldn't be unique, you know. We think.
Yeah.
And look like a band like Meshuggah, who's paved the way for metal for like 15 years.
And our biggest influence.
Yet
It
still.
is your biggest, right?
Oh yeah.
I'd say so. We have some really big influences when it comes to the songwriting and everything. But Meshuggah is like I mean the god.
Like the hard.
Yeah.
How
For
they
us, there cannot be any other band who's even close. I mean, to production or songwriting or technicality or live performance, anything. They're just the best. And back to the point, a lot of people like going postal. We get a lot of new fans.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
We actually had.
yeah. We lost some old fans, but
that was actually a question.
yeah, exactly. And we're really satisfied with the response we got. We got some great reviews, much better than before. Some people didn't like it, but the ones who liked it, they liked it for the originality, and that's the only thing that's important for us to do.
Yeah.
How did you go about to release this record? Did you do it yourself, or do you actually have a record company?
We made it pretty. First of all, we wrote it and recorded it very quickly because we had some lineup problems and our singer left when we had the studio booked, and it was like 4 months or something until we were about to go into the studio. So we had to go about to find new singer, and fortunately, thank God, find Simon about 2 months before we were about to go in the
something
studio.
like that.
So we wrote pretty much everything, you can say, and pre-produced.
We had some ideas before, but we change it when Simon joined the band because well, he's another voice, he's another member with other influences and stuff. So it's forged to a new sound, pretty much.
Yeah.
What would be, well, I'm guessing you can say Meshuggah, but would that be your
Favorite band to play
influence?
with?
Yeah.
Or maybe,
Yeah,
Thank you.
actually, we're
Thank you.
playing with Meshuggah in October at the Euroblast Festival in Germany. It's a 3-day prog metal festival. Yeah, that's kind of how excited we are. Yeah, it's a 3-day festival only with like progressive and extreme metal. And the last day we play, Monuments play, and Meshuggah and some other bands. So and we're actually it's us, then Monuments, and then Meshuggah. So we're really playing with them. Yeah.
it was kind of intense to see the poster and to see 7:30 p.m. Deathember, 10 p.m. Meshuggah, and I was like, no, wait a minute, this ain't possible.
So besides from Meshuggah, I think Gojira or Progressive Hero or something like that would be the biggest thing to do.
There's a defunct band from the UK called Sick.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's a big
a
influence.
distant dream, perhaps.
Yeah, and huge influence on us. And they're talking about a reunion of sorts.
Yeah.
And
We'll
if
see
they
how it
go on
goes
a
with
reunion tour and we can play with them for just a second, that will
We'll
be.
go up to the stage and play a second.
Yes.
just 1 second? But you've actually been out touring a lot since the record.
Well, we
Or have you been
Yeah,
we did a
well,
Swedish tour just before, actually, in March, with some other bands. And the big tour we did was the 6 Feet Under tour. We came back from that in like 2 weeks ago or something. It was us, 6 Feet Under, Debauchery from Germany, then Finding Amber here from Stockholm, and Furious Anger also from Germany. So it was a pretty big tour actually, and our first real, with Nightliner and such, and the whole crew and everything. So we've just traveled by van before, so it was huge for us. And we were like, oh my god.
Yeah, copious amounts of free alcohol everywhere.
Yeah, and we didn't drink it.
But you
No,
were
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So we were like, yeah, water.
No, we do sometimes. We're just not a big.
If you
drinking
compare it to
band.
the Germans, we didn't drink.
No, not at all. I mean,
That's the biggest tour, and we have some plans for later on this winter, but we can't talk about that.
I mean, we pride ourselves with being workaholics and really pushing it and making things happen.
Yeah.
Because safe to say a lot of bands do, but not many.
Yeah.
I'd say. I mean, we pride ourselves with working pretty hard.
Yeah.
And we want to be that band.
There should always be something new to get from our Facebook or website or whatever, like a new lyric video or a new, like when we do broadcasts where we film from rehearsal or shows or tours and stuff. Such like that, or new promotional pictures, anything, just something fresh each week, you know. What's up? I'm Elias from Deathember. You're who?
I am Staffan from
Yeah.
Deathember, and we're here with Accessrock.
Yeah, check that out.